Thank you for clicking on this video. It's great to have you here. I'm Dollcee and let's create a DIY shaker cake topper with your Cricut machine. This is really easy to do. Let's just hop into the video, our Cricut Design Space, and let me show you how to do it. We're going to hop into our canvas, click on text, and write whatever sentiment that you want to. I am creating a cake topper for Happy Holi. By pressing my option button and dragging, I can duplicate my text. And I'm just putting both of them on two separate layers. Now let's just go ahead, select a nice font. I take my time selecting fonts, but over here I was pretty sorted in what I want. This font is called BFC Foxy. If you have the Cricut access, you will be able to use it. I'm just trying to do a little bit of composition. This is also known as typography in graphic design language. I am keeping my typography really simple. You can go ahead, add some flowers, some dog paw, whatever you want, whatever matches your sentiment. You can even add a butterfly. It will look really nice. I'm searching for some scallop circles. We need to now start building our design up, our cake topper up. And we're going to do it step by step, not all at once. And we want to do everything manually. We're not going to select any project and do everything manually. I've selected a scallop, sort of like a border that I want it to sit as a ring, and I just like it when everything is one color. I can visualize it better. And also because I want all of these to be cut out of the same cardstock, which is the silver mirror cardstock. So I've made it just one color. For our shaker mechanism, we need a top and a back and some space between both of them, protected by an acetate sheet, or maybe you're reusing a packaging. So I found what I was looking for. This is my bigger back. And I'm going to go ahead and rearrange my layers. All is done. I've selected all of my layers and I'm trying to make it the size that I want to, around 4 inches. All right. So far, so good. We're almost there. Just one last step. I just want to add some petals to give it that flower look, that poppy look, which would go with my theme, which is Holi. Holi is a festival of colors. Firstly, I'm going to change this blue depressing color to pink. Okay, very easy to do. One click and boom, boom, done. Now we're just going to go back into our images and search for petals. I picked the first petal that I like. I also like to see everything in black first, resize it, see how many I need. I needed about, I counted all the circles, I needed about 14 petals. So I just duplicated my one petal, right, because this is a part of assembly. And yet once I was happy with it, I changed the color. Okay, so I've sped up the whole process because now I think it's more about customization of how you like it, right? For example, for the shaker, you do need depth, right? One way to get depth is by using foam tape. The other way is to stack up your cutout to create that wall. I will be demonstrating how to do all of that in the next assembly phase. Now, once you're happy with all of your elements, all of your design elements put together on your canvas, I am duplicating more petals just because I want to make paper flowers as well. And so that's something extra that I wanted to do. And I thought in one project I can just cut them out. Anyway, so wherever you want to add more depth, you want to duplicate that element. Now it's the time to do it and put it on your canvas. Make sure you don't resize it or distort it in any ways. And we are ready. Let's open up our Cricut machine and let the cutting begin. Okay, before cutting though, I want you to check your blade for any debris. All right, so just take out your blade, see if it's fine. Yeah, once you're happy, then we go on to cutting. I decided to cut my scallop with circle detailing with this pretty pink. Now this is about 90 GSM. So to get my paper to be more sturdy, I'm cutting about 4 duplicates. And my Cricut was able to cut it in less than 3 minutes. And this is why I really enjoy cutting with my Cricut machine, because it allows me to cut multiple copies of the same design, which in the end allows me to create in bulk at one go. My aim is to make projects that I can sell with my machine. So selling one project is not gonna make it. I need to make at least a couple samples of the same design. Here you can see I have some acrylic containers to collect all my intricate cuts. And look how beautifully this is cut. I'm gonna stack all of them so that my happy Holi has more dimension. Another tip that I have for you, when you're stacking, instead of using your specialty paper, you can use either scrap paper or ivory sheet. I like to use those. I have big chart papers. And the good thing is you can also use those circles for another project. Here I'm cutting petals. I cut petals out of, again, copy paper. This was 90 GSM. I cut out in 2 colors. So now it's the happy part. Let's assemble and meditate. Whenever I want my projects to be more sturdy, I like to use PVA glue. In India we have this glue called Fevicol. That's what I'm using for this. And after pasting, I like to run it through my laminator under hot settings. It just gives a way finishing to the project. So over here you can see I'm using that ivory or the scrap paper to stack it, and you'll see how heavy that ring becomes. I cut about 7 to 10 of these to stack it. I also wanted to show you how you can do it with the foam. If you don't want to do stacking, or maybe your cardstock is already thick, then you can also use double-sided foam and make sure that there is no gap between them. I just wanted to show you both these things. You can do either. All right. I ended up using both. Okay, so first I did the stacking, and over that I added this foam. This was actually a challenge by Cricut India on the Facebook page. So if you're not following that page, I would request you to follow, because these guys, they keep having challenges where you can win some really nice prizes. My task was to create a cake topper with pink color. I found some acetate that you can repurpose out of a packaging. So look around, see if any of your cereal boxes or some makeup box has this acetate and you can repurpose it. Make sure to give it a nice wipe, and I'm just cutting it with scissors. And to paste this, I will be using my B7000. Over here I'm not using Fevicol just because this one is much more sturdy. And look how pretty this is looking already. Now is the fun part. The fun part is to dive into your stash and collect anything that can be passed around as a sequence. So over here I have some that I collected over the years. This one is Crystal Drops by Itsy Bitsy. The next one is by Dress My Craft. This is the pastel sequence. Another one, these are the shells one I got locally. I also found this one from Mr. DIY, and how can I forget Jags? So Jags has amazing combi sparkle that you can apply. This whole collection looks really good with the sequence, exactly what I dreamt about, honestly. It's matching my color palette and it's giving me that good happy vibes. So now I just have to seal it with my specialty paper scallop border, and this in itself, it's so pretty. You can use it for a card, you can use it as a wall decor, endless possibilities. Now I want to show you this amazing tool that I recently discovered off of Amazon, and this is the pickup tool. One side has this waxy thing that you can pick it up your intricate cutouts with, and the other one we can use it to tweak or even read at some times. I am in love with this tool. It is so pretty, it looks so amazing, and plus it's matching my whole pink theme for this video. So if you want the links to any of the products that I've been showing any cardstock. All of this I will be posting on my community tab. I think that's the best place to do it. Community tab or the description below, and you can use my links to buy this.
Like a shaker for now. Look at that. And all we have to do is now we have to attach all the petals to make it into a flower. So let's do it very quickly. I only temporarily attached it just to see if it's heavy enough, but it looks cute.
At this point of time, I do not have those acrylic, I don't know what you call it, but those acrylic things that you use for a topper. I think I still don't have it, but I'm using those wooden skewers and I'm putting two, so that works. Now I'm just attaching the petals. I think this just gave a really nice kidsy, cute vibe to the whole cake topper. And I have those extra petals to show you how you can make your own paper flowers as well, so probably that's an idea for the next video. So here it is. This is how our cake topper is looking. I think it looks really fantastic. It matches the theme, and it has a shaker, all done with just a Cricut machine. So here's our final cake topper. I think this looks really fantastic. I couldn't help myself but just keep playing with it. This will definitely bring a smile to a kid's face, I am sure of that, or an adult even, just because the shaker is so amazing. So let me know in the comments below if you like such videos. I am coming up with more such videos. Of course, with every video I'm trying to improve, get the lighting right, get all of those things right. So if you're here for this crafty journey, do consider looking at either of those two videos and hit subscribe.